Good afternoon. Hope everybody's having a great Sunday evening. I was tagged in a video by Judith Elizabeth of these Getting to Know You 20 questions. So these are my answers. Was I named after anyone? Yes, I was named after my birth mother. Her name was Gloria, and I was named Gloria and given the middle name of Anne. So while I was with my birth mother in that side of the family, I was always called Gloria Ann since my mom's name was Gloria. They had to differentiate between the two of us. When was the last time I cried? Yesterday. I was just depressed yesterday. I have no idea. Until I found this check in my mailbox. Do you have any kids? I don't have any children of my own. I did have Elizabeth for 9 months. We were supposed to adopt her, but it didn't work out. Would you be friends with yourself? Definitely. Do you use self do you use sarcasm? No, I do not. What is the first thing you notice about people, their clothing? What is your eye color? My eyes are brown. Scary movies or happy endings? Definitely happy endings. Do you have any special talent? Yes, I sing and I also write fiction. Um, as a teenager, I wrote a lot of fiction stories. I don't have them anymore, but I love to write. I wrote romance stories, basically romance stuff. And in English, I wrote a lot, and I'm a good writer. And I did have that Country Views magazine in Nashville. So, do you have any pets? Yes, I have a 4-year-old male cat named Vivi. Do you have a dream career? Well, my dream career was to be a journalist. I really wanted to be a journalist because I did write a lot as a teenager, and unfortunately, my parents did not support that decision, and I was basically forced to go to secretarial school. Well, not really forced, but I was a very, very good typist in high school. And my mom had my stepmother had one of those old typewriters. They weren't electric. And I could just whiz on that typewriter. So they felt that me being a secretary would be the best thing. But my dream job was to be a journalist. And then, of course, later in life, I wanted to become a singer, which I tried, but it's a very difficult road, so I decided not to do that. At this point in my life, I don't really have a dream career. What was your first best friend's name? My very first best friend's name was Terry. Um, she lived up the street from me, and we stayed friends for a long time until I got married the first time, and we kind of drifted off. But then in sixth grade, my best friend was Kathy Muller, and we're still best friends to this day. We talk on the phone, and we just love each other. So she was my bestest friend, I'd say. Even though Terry was my best friend for a long time, I'd say Kathy was definitely more of a friend. How tall are you? I am 5 feet tall. How many countries have I visited? Two, England and Germany. Favorite or worst subject in school? My favorite was choir, of course, and English. My worst was social studies and math. My favorite perfume. Basically, I like any kind of vanilla, musky scent. Um, in my younger years, when I could afford it, I used to have opium. I love the smell of opium. But right now, I've got an Avon fragrance called Velvet, which is really very nice. What would you name your children? If I had had my own children, I would have named my daughter Danielle or my son Daniel. My husband had the initials of DDD, so I wanted to keep in that theme. What sports have you played? I played tennis when I was a teenager. My stepmother and I actually, she wanted to take lessons, so I took lessons with her. And I did play it pretty well. I enjoyed tennis when I was in shape. What phone do I use? I use the Android Motorola Moto E5. I like it very much. It's easy to use and much cheaper than an iPhone, which I cannot afford. Do I have any bad habits? Well, I guess sleeping could be a bad habit. uh, Basically, when I'm home, I'm watching TV, my DVDs, or YouTube, and I tend to fall asleep a lot. But I don't have much of a life, so, it's easy to fall asleep when you're watching TV or watching YouTube. So, so that's about it. I think those are all the questions. As far as tagging anybody, all of the people I would have tagged have already done this. So hopefully the people that they tag can tag other people because all the people I could think of have already done it. So anybody else want to join in? Have at it, guys. And that was me in a nutshell, and I hope y'all have a great evening. Thanks, Judith. Bye.